There we go. And we're back. Sorry about that. Just had to start the stream and restart it. So Kieran, you're going to have to add them two together, mate. Sorry. And that's Freddy Boy around. Joe's pretty much run away with this race. Bond and Hunter got past Pete. Spares with another 3 seconds. This hasn't been the race for the spares, to be fair. Orange plus Hunt. Bradford with another 3 seconds. Yeah, will do. Opinion on something. Who do you want? Who should you think get driver of the day? Kieran. Bond and Hunt have had a great drive, by the way. here comes Let Joe around Parabolica. And Let Joe wins the Italian Grand Prix. Cole comes off across the line in P2. I'm going with Bond for driver of the day, by the way, Kieran. Thanos comes home in P3 because he's getting his penalties removed. Bonch goes P5, Hunt goes P6, Freddy Boy becomes P7, P8, Despairs will drop down the order, but Bridge goes P9. Always Let Joe. Oh, Cole's connecting.
Oha!
And if you're wondering what you're doing in here, it's because your penalties are getting removed.
Yeah, I know this. I had the Supreme Leader Gorilla tell me via my stream chat, so if you're watching this, Gorilla, hello, you industrious little fellow.
Yeah, because it come up with penalties for you, say like of what happened. I was like, huh? And just like, yeah. Yep. So that is the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Mute mic, you said, Joe.
Cole's still connecting, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so that has been the Italian Grand Prix, guys. Let Joe comes home in P1. AMS Cole in P2. P3 on here is Bradford, but Thanos comes home in P3 because his penalties will be getting removed. So Bradford P4. Bonge P5. Hunt P6. Pete P7. Freddy Boy P8. Richard P9. And Despairs in P10. And then Ninjas and coming home in P11, and then I don't know who else in P12 and all that. Driver of the day is Bonge, because he came from like nearly enough last on the grid. But first we'll move on to Let Joe. Let's be honest.
Let's say, Thanos, can you mute your mic? I mean,
you had a good qualifying. You set the, let's just say you set the quali lap again, like lap record. You beat it again. But race, you just literally walked away with it until you pitted and walked away with it again when you got back into the lead. Just give us a few words on how your quali and your race went.
well, quality for a start was okay, and then the Spur put that lap in. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a good race battling, and then I didn't realise how good my race pace was about lap 3 when I was about 4 seconds done. So I just thought, save my tyres for a bit and kept it extended. And then by the time I pitted for medium, Cole was about 30 in the front when he pitted. I was sitting behind, and the gap just kept like dropping, so I was like, oh, he's gonna catch me. And I got the penalty, so I was like, shit myself for like a few laps, and then I realised, the tyres go off, started relaxing, and that was pretty much it.
Is Cole still connecting?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, it says you're connected on my screen. You didn't have. You qualified P2, didn't? No, you didn't actually. You qualified P4.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have the best of qualifying.
I was 7 tenths up and bottled it.
But you made up for it in the race. Just give us a few words and how you think you did.
Quality, I just kind of bought a lap that was like 7.5 tenths up. But oh well, we move. Track limits are a thing. Race, just tried to damage limitation, still getting used to no racing line. I'm not as consistent as I used to be or want to be, but I'll get there eventually. I'm getting there, I think, at least. Because I've dropped off the pace and I'm slowly getting back up there to the pace that I was at before. But it was an alright race, there wasn't really much battling. It was quite boring, to be honest. But that was pretty much my race, not much happened.
Yeah, you literally didn't have any battles whatsoever, let's be honest. I think you had one when you were overtaking Thanos, but that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of Thanos, you qualified P3, finished P3. Just give us a few words on how you think your race went.
Well, to be fair, I was expecting to qualify behind Cole because, as he said, he was on for a much better lap than what I was able to do. But obviously, some bald guy in Birmingham can't design track limits properly. And then obviously,
no, I just ran away. It wasn't a game 12. It was just driver error.
Yeah. I was just taking a piss, but got a decent start, managed to maintain position. Then obviously, I sort of ended up losing the position to Cole because I'm not sure what happened with Despair going through the Lesmos, and basically I sort of like almost lost it trying to avoid him because you know what the game's like. You don't know if someone's going to ghost or not. And then came out of the pits, overtook a couple of people that I needed to get past to try and maintain the gap in case of any safety cars and whatnot. And then basically come across a lap car. BSE comes out, obviously. I think it's okay to overtake the lapped car because he was semi-facing the wrong way. So I make the move, and then it comes up illegal overtake because, again, bald people can't seem to make video games work properly. So I will be snapping my fingers at him.
God damn it.
Oh dear. Well, thankfully, I'm presuming it's just a formality. I think I've got to send my clips in just to get those penalties removed. And then hopefully that will cement P3. Obviously, I can only apologise to what happened to Despair there, but it's not much I can do when the game gives me a crap illegal overtake for literally no reason.
Yeah, so that has been the Italian Grand Prix, guys. We'll be back next week for Singapore. Oh joy! Now, thank God, Lightshot decided this Monday that he wasn't well. Because if it would have done it next week, I would have been bored out of my mind. Because I hate sitting watching Singapore. It's the most boring track on the calendar. It needs to be bloody removed. So until then, guys, we will see you next Monday. And from me, and that is goodbye.